in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's a hot Wednesday afternoon. How are you doing? Are you having a productive day? Let us know where you're streaming us from. +2763 406 9126. Alternatively, you can check us out on our social media platforms at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok, where you can see our lovely studio and the presenters as well. Let's talk all things acupuncture. Perhaps you are as skeptical like I am. Maybe you have your own fears because you watch Final Destination and you've been left traumatized what acupuncture can do. But let's debunk some of those with someone who knows a thing or two about acupuncture.
Yes, acupuncture has become just pure medicine during this modern time. And when we talk about people just really turning to acupuncture, mostly for pain relief, but I would imagine there are other benefits to it. So neck stiffness, we mentioned sporting injuries, people that are dancing, people that suffer from rheumatoid arthritis and other forms of joint-related, illnesses, immune diseases are said to help through acupuncture. So we're going to investigate all of that, okay? While its exact workings remain under much debate in modern medicine, acupuncture has been shown to ease pain and support overall well-being, making it a treatment that is possibly worth exploring if you haven't done so already. Acupuncture involves gentle insertion of very fine needles into specific points of the body to help restore balance and improve circulation. And it is rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, and it is practiced all over the world, including here on the African continent. And we've got an expert joining us on the line to tell us more. Dr. Jason Gaymans is a chiropractor and acupuncturist, and he's going to tell us more about how it all works. Welcome to the show, Doc. Thank you very much for the time.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. How does acupuncture actually differ from other traditional healing practices?
Acupuncture doesn't use, we don't throw bones, we don't invoke the spirits. It's not a spiritual, it differs in that way. So we basically consider ourselves for physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's not so much considering ourselves with spiritual well-being. And as you clearly said earlier, it's the use of acupuncture needles into specific acupuncture points to unblock the flow of qi, which is called life force energy. And the Chinese word for it is qi, chi. And as to balance the yin and the yang meridians. So it's not an Eastern philosophy in a way that it's a religion, that it should be, people should be scared of it because, it's got nothing to do with woo-woo. It's actually based in science, and it has helped millions of people and continues to help millions of people.
Dr. Jason, debunk this myth for me. I mean, and I said it earlier during the intro that I've watched a few movies where the use of acupuncture maybe paralyze someone, and I'm always horrified to think that could be the reality. Could acupuncture really paralyze you, touch a nerve that could make you not move? Is that a real thing or not?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Acupuncture is actually a very safe modality. In this country, well, actually everywhere, to get acupuncture professionally done, you should be seeing somebody that is registered with the professional board as well as the council. In this case, it's the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa. Members that have got proper education and have done the required training and the community service will then be registered with the Allied Health Professions Council. And the names will appear on the register online under AHPCSA. .co.za. You can actually see the people that are registered there. Those people are actually practicing safe acupuncture, and there's very few things that can go wrong in terms of injuring you. I've never heard of anyone being paralyzed. I certainly have never paralyzed anybody.
Right.
It's largely quite a safe profession.
Listen, I'm a
if
huge
it's done
fan.
properly by a professional.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of acupuncture, and we are going to be exploring with Dr. Jason in just a moment some of the other health conditions. I mean, we mentioned pain as we introduce the conversation, but there are other conditions that acupuncture can help treat, and Dr. Jason Gaymans is joining us in his capacity as a chiropractor and acupuncturist. We'll be back after this.
This September, Channel Africa celebrates Heritage Month, a time to honor the stories, the rhythms, and the languages that make us who we are. Whether you're in Lagos or the shores of Zanzibar, to the mountains of Lesotho or the markets of Dakar, we are united in diversity.
Najivunia kuwa Mwafrika.
Kukondolera Afrika ndiye ndoto yake.
Proudly African and fabulous.
Let us preserve our languages. Let's embrace our uniqueness. Let's embrace our cultures and celebrate the beauty of our continent. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can get it on the upside.
Welcome back. We are in conversation with Dr. Jason Gaymans. He's a chiropractor and acupuncturist, and we really are talking about just, exploring some of the roots of this ancient Chinese traditional medicine practice. It is a medicine practice. It's not some woo-woo, okay? It actually does what it needs to do. So, Dr. Jason, let's talk about the benefits of acupuncture, and also what other ailments it treats, or what other health conditions does acupuncture help to treat besides what we mentioned around pain relief?
Okay, thank you for asking. Acupuncture has got very broad effects. It helps with very many conditions. There's obviously, we've covered pain, headaches, lower back pain, tennis elbow, colic, inducing labor. It helps with fertility and IVF, sprains and strains of the muscles, any temporomandibular joint disorders, arthritis, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, morning stiffness and colic, and post-operative pain. Basically, it covers a large arrangement of conditions. It's complementary medicine. So mainstream medicine is, Western medicine, and we are complementary medicine. So we do complement the Western medicine. In our approach, we will provide support to the Western medicine treatments as well.
Dr. Jason, when do I then go for an acupuncture treatment or session? When do I decide to do that, as opposed to just go to a chiropractor or go to another mainstream method? How do I decide that acupuncture is the right method for me right now?
Okay, thank you for asking. That's a good question. The Chinese say that waiting for a disease to develop is like waiting for everyone to be thirsty before digging a well.
Sure.
So you don't need to first wait for yourself to get ill before you try to get yourself healthy. And the World Health Organization definition of health is that it's a complete social, physical, mental, and emotional well-being, not merely the absence of disease and disability. So the Chinese medicine and acupuncture is there to improve your well-being. So you do not need to wait for yourself to be ill. It balances your meridians and maintains your health as well. But there's no reason for you not to get acupuncture. There's no time. You should just go and get it as soon as you want to. Actually, it will help you boost your immunity. It helps you with your health. So it can also fix any painful condition while it's developing. You do not need to wait for yourself to be in a crisis before you're going to see the doctor.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so if I'm listening, Doc, and I'm just enticed by what you're saying and perhaps interested, what can I actually expect from a first consultation? Especially if needles make me very nervous, I'm walking into your practice for the first time. What can I expect to happen when I come in for the first time for an acupuncture session?
Good question. When you walk in, you'll just meet the doctor. There's no need to be scared. The needles are actually very, very small needles. They are 0.25 millimeters in diameter. They can, in fact, insert themselves into a syringe of an injection. So if you're getting a vitamin B injection in the hospital, this needle can actually fit inside that syringe. So It's tiny. But that said, the doctor will first take a case history. We'll find out what your conditions are, a very in-depth case history. The proper Chinese acupuncture treatment will involve a person looking at your tongue to see what type of syndromes you're presenting with, and taking your pulse on both arms. And then we can formulate which syndromes you're suffering with, and then we tailor-make the treatment for you specifically, how you are today. So if the needles are not painful like you think, you will feel a bit of fullness. It's called dai chi, needle sensation. You are supposed to feel something, but actually the people that have had it a lot of times are looking forward to that feeling, because they know that once you've had that, you're going to get the benefits.
Dr. Jason, are we able to move around during this session, or are we lying down, as still as possible when these needles are put on our bodies, and then lay still for the entire duration of the treatment?
Yeah, mostly people are lying down or sitting, and they're getting the treatments. You can actually move around. You will just feel the pain. In certain points, it'll be more painful to move. So if we put the needle in the web of your hand here, if you fingers, it will be a bit more painful. So you'll choose to sit still, but you could move around if you wanted to. Most people sit still for the acupuncture.
Okay, sounds safe enough. Although I am thinking, Doc, around who should avoid acupuncture treatment. I would imagine, pregnant women should avoid it. I would imagine people with some kind of, or that are on some kind of blood thinning medication perhaps should avoid it. So who is this not made for?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. Should people with medical emergencies should not be coming for acupuncture. They should be going to the hospital to get their medical emergency treated. People with severe skin disorders, like rashes and ulcers, we don't treat those as well. And people with bleeding disorders. So if you have hemophilia, we can get a needle. It will induce bleeding, and that will be. Also, if you're taking people who have had heart surgeries, they're having warfarin, a particular medication which helps thin the blood. Aspirin itself is actually okay. That doesn't make the blood too thin, that you should avoid acupuncture. Also, people with immunosuppression, like if you start with advanced HIV treatments, and obviously the frail and the elderly should maybe avoid it. It will be too much for them.
Dr. Jason, why is neck pain? I realize that neck pain is quite a common one that people go for acupuncture for. Why do you think we carry so much tension around that area?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. We're searching up against gravity. And we're using our forward, we've got this technique, and our posture has been affected with our current way of life, with looking at computers, etc. Neck pain, people sleep badly, they sleep with their neck on their stomach, so they fully rotated their necks. That will lead to strain, and neck pain is very common, and also acupuncture for neck pain is very, very effective. There's very specific points for neck pain and headaches. Acupuncture is incredibly effective for headaches and neck pain. Why do we have neck pain? I think gravity is a constant thing for us, and we're working up against it. And it's just one of those things. It's frequent. That's a lower back pain.
Right.
So basically, we'll always be in business because there's never going to be a shortage of patients.
Okay, Doc, let's talk about how, you are a professional in chiropractic work as well as acupuncture. How do the two meet?
That's a good question. Chiropractic itself is a combination of adjustments to the joints to restore the movement of the joints, and to release the muscles alongside the joints as well. So if the joints are being compressed by the muscles, you need to have the muscles released as well as the joints adjusted. So the combination of soft tissue work and acupuncture and dry needling, which is another thing we didn't discuss yet. There's a difference between dry needling and acupuncture.
Okay.
But basically, if you have the dry needling and the acupuncture to help relax the body and also treat anxiety, then the muscles will relax, the joints will have more ability to move. And when you're doing your treatments on the chiropractic adjustment, it will certainly help just getting messages. So acupuncture, sorry.
No worries. And Dr. Jason, just quickly before we wrap up our conversation, because we have run out of time, how can we book a session with you?
Okay, thank you. My website is I'veGotYourBack.co.za, and you could go online and book a session via the website. Thank you. Otherwise, you could contact me on my phone number if you needed it. It's 06092888815. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jason, and for sharing the information so generously. All the best. Hey?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anything with the word holistic in it, you will find me there, because it's never an each soul separately. If there's a problem with the heart, for example, it affects the lungs, it affects the parasitic nervous system, it affects other functions of the body. So if I'm going to go in for neck pain, but it can solve other problems that I don't have, listen, I'm there. I'm in the front row of that situation. You best believe. Listen,
I'm considering this.
Yes,
I am considering
you should, my friend,
because he did say that very little risk involved, and these fears that I had earlier on watching those horror movies, non-existent. He debunked them. So I might just book a session and shoot it and post it on Channel Africa's social media platform. It's 30 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the final sports with Musibudi Makura.